Now people see me playing games and think that I don't make sense, cause I like OP competition, that's my Google complex. Like I'm abs that I'm alright though, I ain't the best, but I'm still bouncing with my chains on saying this with my chest. If you manage to beat me, I give you all the respect, so I can practice then beat you, then yell to the crowd who's next. Graduated long ago, so I'm ready for your test. Make me smarter, better, faster, stronger, peace and God bless.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rob. Welcome back to the Fourth Dimension Gaming channel, the only channel that brings you one step closer to greatness. And we are here with a Madden 23, an EA Madden NFL 23 video trailer reaction to be exact. Now, this winded up happening on the day that I'm working, as most trailer reveals usually go. And this is basically the teaser. All right, so let's go into this and see what they have in store. All I know is that John Madden is going to be on the cover. RIP to John Madden.
John Madden changed the
Madden 23
football, teaching, coaching, and broadcasting the sport from the tip of a pen.
Most definitely.
To right, to left.
To further his vision of sharing real football, we've created Fieldsense, an all-new gameplay.
New system. Okay.
Fieldsense changes the foundation of how you play by giving you more control all over the field.
Okay.
Control to put the ball where only your receiver
God,
can
there's
catch it.
precision passing again.
Control to make explosive cuts each time you put your foot in the ground.
Which they say every year.
Control to break loose with new mechanics and cheetah speed.
Okay. Tyreek Hill.
Fieldsense gives you the power to read, react, and hit everything.
Ooh.
With more control to blow up a play from any position on every down.
And we're bringing game tackles back?
So when coach says,
Play like hell when I tell you to.
you can.
Okay.
Play like mad with Fieldsense.
That's good. That was good. That was good. Alright, that was a good trailer right there. I can't be mad at it because it absolutely did everything that I wanted it to do. For a person that's already excited about Madden, for a person that's already frustrated with Madden, it somehow hooked me in to play another year, you know? But now what we're going to do is we heard and we saw that Fieldsense is going to be the new gameplay mechanic or the new gameplay system within the game. So I have a few pictures that my friend Wish sent me over on Twitter. So go ahead and do that there. Follow him. All right. So if you feel like you need any more information, you can go to him. Hopefully he's been doing these reaction videos because honestly, I'm giving him a whole bunch of credit right now. These are pictures that Wish had sent me, and it's mostly because I'm a little lazy to be doing this, but at the same time, this is also on the Madden 23 website, so if you feel like I'm not explaining it well enough, then you can go over there, but this is your first chance to look at it here, so that way you don't have to go over there. What is Fieldsense? Fieldsense is the foundation for consistent, ultra-realistic gameplay that gives you more control at every position and affects every game mode in Madden NFL 23. Fueled by new physics-informed animation and animation branching technology, Fieldsense makes gameplay more authentic, bringing more variety and realistic physics-driven outcomes. Fieldsense comes to life in Madden NFL 23 in 4 major ways through new control mechanics that we're calling Hit Everything, skill-based passing, 360-degree cuts, and wide receiver versus DB battles. We're starting on the defensive side of the ball with Hit Everything. So, based off of this, I'm pretty sure, just to go into it, that Hit Everything is probably going to bring like the new mechanics of gang tackling that I saw in the trailer. Also, I'm realizing I have a super shadow on the right side of my face, but whatever. That's supposed to bring that. The skill-based passing is, without a doubt, it's going to wind up being precision passing like it was, or like they tried to do a few years prior. 360 cuts is probably just going to be an updated version of the cut mechanics, and the wide receiver DB battles they probably stretched out on there, but that's just a overview. So let's figure out exactly what it is in detail. Hit Everything. We have heard from you that at times tackles and collisions between players in Madden NFL gameplay felt predetermined, leading to immersion breaking moments and lack of total control. We built Hit Everything with a focus on alleviating those feelings. Hit Everything is comprised of 6 key components that offer emerging gameplay interactions combined with over 3,500, what the heck? 3,500 new animations. Give you the control over every impact, tackle, and collision for more authentic outcomes. Hit the Pile, this is the first component. Hit the Pile is a physics-informed animation selection system built to give players more dynamic animations in multiplayer tackle situations. In every collision with Hit the Pile, key physical factors such as the players involved in the pile and the impact being brought to the pile in are used to determine the proper outcome from a variety of possible outcomes. So I wonder if this affects fumbles as well. Gang tackles in Madden NFL 23 will be more organic and unpredictable in how they look and behave, but also will offer players more control to impact the pile throughout the play. This new system will allow defensive players to seamlessly add on to ongoing tackle interactions at any point, whether they be two-man tackles or gang tackles. Hit the Pile aims to consistently reward defenders for the impact they bring to every pile by allowing players the opportunity to always get involved in those game-changing stops. Now, when it comes to this Hit the Pile mechanic, I remember back in Madden 09, or I know it was before. Let me know in the comments what the latest Madden was, because it definitely didn't show up in the recent years, but there was a Madden installment to where gang tackles were actual gang tackles. Like, you had 5-6 people on one person, and it was scary. It was absolutely scary. Stand-up tackles. On the back of Hit the Pile, we're adding the stand-up tackle feature to create even more moments where a ball carrier can be stood up intentionally to give the teammates the more opportunity to come in and make a play. Stand-up tackles is a battle mechanic where the ball carrier fights to break a tackle against the defender fighting to secure the tackle, with both players mashing the tackle button as quickly as possible to gain the advantage. Back to Madden 20, or Madden 18. Not only is the outcome of the tackle in question, but the ball carrier also has a higher chance of fumbling while being stood up. Here we go. So when extra defenders add on to the pile, they can lay a hit stick or strip the ball at, I feel like this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be horrible. This is not gonna go well. On the defensive side, players can hold the protect the ball button to reduce the chance of a fumble while giving up the ability to break the tackle. As a last resort, ball carriers can even give themselves up at any time and concede the stand-up tackle to completely negate their fumble chances. Okay, so it's sort of like a rock, paper, scissors. That's good. There's a safe side to it. That's probably what I'm gonna be doing instead of breaking a whole bunch of tackles. But for videos, I might have to break more tackles than normal. The size of the ball carrier, defenders, and ratings of the players in the stand-up tackle all factor into who will be the best to win in these interactions. Those big bruising running backs will have a much easier time winning Derrick Henry against smaller defensive backs, Josh Norman, while a linebacker is more likely to win against smaller receiving backs. Hitting blocks. Not only can you interact in different ways with ongoing tackles, but you can do the same with ongoing blocking interactions too. When in range of blocking interaction as a defender, the hit stick can be used to run into a block to blow it up with force to create a pile, get through traffic to get into pursuit of the ball carrier, or get a teammate free. That is actually pretty smart. That is rather realistic. There's been a couple times to where I played football in high school, and that's exactly what we were told. We were either told to blow up blocking assignments just to do so, and it made sense in the long run, and it winded up making the play in the long run. So that makes sense. Mid-air knockouts. Over the last 2 years, you've seen a significant shift in interactions at the catch point. Yes. In Madden 21, the interactions were primarily multiplayer catches that had 2 players both playing the ball inside of a single interaction. In Madden 22 this year, there were far more matchups consisting of single-player animations that were independent of each other to offer more control. In Madden NFL 23, Fieldsense has unlocked the best of both worlds to create dynamic interactions called mid-airs that both create authentic interactions but also give players the control they desire in those critical catching moments. Now, when it comes down to it, if I see Mike Evans, and when I played with Ghost, this would be the #1 complaint. If I see Mike Evans get dogged in a mid-air interaction and get mossed by a 5'9" corner, I don't even remember any 5'9" corners, but I'm pretty sure that Ghost knows all of the 5'9" corners. If a huge wide receiver is able to get snuffed by a small DB, there is going to be a problem in the Madden community. But we're taking it as we see it right here and as we see fit. Players will experience this control in how they attempt to break up passes, and each choice leads to different risks and rewards, as well as the actual animations that play out when going for the INT. You'll see all new catch contests that come with a chance for the receiver to break the tackle. If you want to play it a bit more conservatively and go with a swat attempt, the defender will try to rip the ball out of the defender's hands, the receiver's hands, while both players are in the air, with a lower chance to break the tackle. And lastly, if you want to simply secure the tackle, choose play receiver or hit stick will make the defender not play the ball, but attack the receiver instead, with a lower chance of knocking the ball out when compared to using SWAT. So they can still make the catch. You can hit, you know you're gonna get the tackle, but they can still make the catch. Add-on blocks. Hit everything is being used on offense as well with new add-on blocks. This primarily for running backs and tight ends as they try to navigate through the traffic of the line to run their routes, or on block and release routes. Our animation branching technology now allows these players to add on to and then easily leave ongoing blocking interactions with the proper momentum and results, rather than getting stuck behind piles of blockers. In addition to running backs and tight ends though, any blocker will have the ability to execute these new chip blocks based on game context. Chip blocking, I remember that, it was very vital, such as having a blocking interaction in the path of their blocking target. Branching and physics tech, any collisions on the field will now lean on our Fieldsense system, determine if they should branch to a stumble or a fall, both during the play and after the play is over. For example, if a defender misses a tackle attempt, that player can take out a teammate by tripping him, or hitting a ball carrier at a bad angle can force him into a stumble or out of the tackle. You can even knock a teammate off an ongoing tackle. This system will produce more organic, dynamic moments that are reactive to the action on the field. So now they're telling you to be smart in terms of tackling here. You can knock a teammate off of a tackle. That's messed up, but that's gonna be weird to see, and it might cause problems, but I mean, we've been asking for realism, and we're gonna wind up getting realism. On to skill-based passing. We continue to marvel at the jaw-dropping throws quarterbacks make every week in the NFL, and we are bringing those moments to life in Madden NFL 23 with our new passing mechanic, skill-based passing. Skill-based passing is designed to give you even more control over every pass you throw by combining a new passing meter to dictate your power and trajectory on pass, and a new control for pinpoint precision. With skill-based passing, you can now lead receivers open and place the ball where only they can get it. You'll have the ability to make back shoulder throws, place it into the perfect spot on a corner route, hit your receiver for an end zone fade, or drop it over the defense on a streak. Skill-based passing will open up your offense in a whole new way. The basics. We designed skill-based passing to be intuitive with both the control scheme and the visual feedback you receive when using the mechanic. To use skill-based passing, press any receiver icon to throw the ball, and then use the left stick to aim your pass to lead the receiver. Skill-based passing can be used intuitively post-snap to throw the ball however that you want, to whoever you want. It's that simple. However, there's multiple layers to what skill-based passing offers, and we'll start with the first thing you'll notice when using it, the target area and reticle. Visual feedback is a key element of skill-based passing, ensuring players get the feedback needed to build their skill and achieve full control. When you go to throw the ball to a receiver, you'll notice the target area underneath them. This target area represents two key things: where you can aim your pass when using the left stick, and the area that the receiver can guarantee a catch attempt. Keep in mind that the target area can vary in size depending on the route of the receiver and depth of the pass. I feel like it should also vary on the defender that it's with, almost like a shot meter in 2K, depending on how much defense the player is playing on you, depends on how big that reticle can be or how small that target can be. Within that target area, you'll see a new reticle, so you can get the visual feedback for where you're trying to lead the receiver. You'll be able to move the reticle via left stick. By default, the reticle will snap to the edge of the target area in the direction of your left stick input. From our more advanced players who want finer control over ball placement, we present freeform passing. Freeform passing is another layer of control you can master as you become your favorite NFL quarterback. Freeform gives you the ability to pinpoint your throw to your receiver both within and outside of the target area. A huge factor in unlocking Freeform was capturing new catch animations to better pair with the throws of real-life quarterbacks make. Holding L2, because I'm on the PlayStation 5, holding L2 and aiming down and away from your receiver with the left stick for a back shoulder catch to keep the defense back from making a play. Want to really lead your receiver on a streak? Use Freeform to aim outside of the target area and down the field to let your receiver run under it. You'll also be able to target the sidelines and corners of the end zones much easier. So now you're just going to make it even worse. And by worse, I mean greater, overpowered. And that's just because zones didn't really play right until they patched it. But even then, like, corner routes were amazing. With Freeform being activated with L2, we have removed the low ball pass from skill-based passing. However, you'll still be able to throw a lower trajectory pass by holding down L2 and moving the left stick down to the receiver, making a catch closer to the ground. Okay, no more low ball cheese, technically. We built passing meters. We built 2 new passing meters so you can use with skill-based passing, allowing you to choose what feels best. The power meter, the first meter, focuses on you determining the power of the pass. The power meter will help you visualize what type of pass you'll be throwing depending on when you let go of the receiver icon. Release the receiver icon early to lob it, release the receiver icon in the middle to throw a touch pass, or hold the receiver icon to fill it up and fire a bullet pass. This meter is activated by selecting placement as the passing type under the skill-based passing settings. Understood. Accuracy meter. This meter offers you the ability to influence not only the power on the pass but your accuracy as well. This meter is activated by selecting placement and accuracy as a passing type under the skill-based settings. Holding down the receiver icon starts the meter similar to the power meter. Releasing the button early results in a lob pass. Releasing in the middle releases a touch, and holding it all the way down results in a bullet. Additionally, there is a blue portion of the meter where if you release the ball, you are guaranteed an accurate or perfect pass. Just like 2K. Okay. If you release the pass outside of the blue section, you won't receive the accuracy boost to your pass, and your quarterback's accuracy ratings and game context will determine how accurate the throw is. Developer tip, the accuracy field on the meter can become more difficult to time and shrink when facing pressure. Okay, see, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. With 2K's comparison, this is what I was talking about. Your quarterback's accuracy ratings and superstar X Factor abilities also scale the accuracy within the meter. Skill-based passing settings. We made sure to offer total control and customization with skill-based passing under game options found in the setting menu. We have passing type. You'll be able to select between the power lead and accuracy or power lead mechanic to use skill-based passing. While we really encourage players to take advantage of the new skill-based passing, you can select the classic passing type to use our legacy passing mechanics, which is good. It gives you the chance to be as advanced as you want to or not. Passing slowdown. We've added an offline only slowdown feature for skill-based passing. When beginning your throw, the game will slow down so you have more time to pass the ball or place the ball exactly where you want it to. We also allow you to tune up the speed at which the slowdown occurs so you can find the setting that works best for you. Freeform max distance, you'll have the option to select the maximum distance. Passing freeform speed, this setting will allow you to tune how fast you want the reticle to be. Reticle visibility lets you know if you want the reticle visible or not, and the meter visibility, whether you want how visible you want the meter to be or not. Alright, moving on to running. Moving on to movement and running. And yeah. Alright, so 360 degree cuts. 360 degree cuts gives players precise control to trigger hard cuts at any point while running with the ball. Previously, players could only rely on their left stick input to choose between hard cuts or round turns. Yes. In Madden 23, you now have the control to cut when and where you want so their ball carrier can find the lanes as you see them. holding L2 while running, when running with the ball while changing direction on the left stick to execute the 360 cuts mechanic, you'll be able to easily cut a run back, cut off a blocker's back to hit the lane, or make a cut into a tight gap. Whether you're a running back or quarterback on the run, receiver after a catch. If you're returning a kickoff or interception, 360-degree cuts offer total control. So this is definitely going to be a comparison to the modified movements. I feel that's exactly how it's gonna be, except it's not gonna be with jukes or spins or whatever. Or it could be. And we can, once the game drops, we can go into the practice mode and check it out and do an in-depth review of what it is. Probably during the early access, because I don't have the beta. To all the people who got the beta, good for you. But unless I magically get a beta, I'm not gonna be doing the beta. I will gladly wait till 6 days before August 19th and pre-order. Thank you very much. And last but not least, wide receiver versus DB battles. Our last set of gameplay mechanics Fieldsense delivers is branching wide receiver releases and cuts, defensive back presses and counters, and an all-new defensive evade mechanic. These mechanics are available in every game mode, but have been created to specifically with player-locked modes like Face of the Franchise, the League, and Squads in Superstar KO and Madden Ultimate Team in mind. Wide receiver release moves. New foot fire and hop step release moves are chainable, so you can get defenders off balance to beat that press coverage. Just holding L2 will start a foot fire with your receiver, so you can set up the opposing defender with your next move. The foot fire setup move can be interrupted at any time by transitioning to a hop release or moving the left stick to break into space. Flick the right stick in 5 different directions, allowing the receiver to hop from his initial stance. These moves are also chainable, so players could flick 90 degrees to the left and follow it up with a 45-degree flick to the right to try to get the defender off center. Press success factors in press versus release ratings, defender strength versus receiver strength, and defender position at the time of press. This year, you'll have to reason to throw release moves or add a defender in press coverage. The more off-center the defender is, the better the chance for an offensive win. Wide receiver cut moves and fakes. Get total control of new cut moves to fake out defenders in man coverage. A defender in man coverage now has reaction windows that will detect if the defender reacted to the cut in time. If the reaction is late, defenders will stumble, reach out, and visually show that they have been faked out. The new cut mechanic requires you to pull both triggers when moving the left stick. Pull R2 and L2 when a cut is wanted in plays for a wide receiver specific cut animation when the left stick is moved. Moving the cut mechanics off the right stick allowed us to add some fakes and stutter steps. Now you can trick overly aggressive defenders with a fake, making it easier for them to get open after a cut. While running routes, flicking the right stick left, right, up, or down plays a fake cut or stutter step in those directions. Defensive backs still have the ability to press and steer a receiver left or right, jam the receiver, or stay up on top on the receiver like in previous years. But in Madden NFL 23, the cornerback mechanics, CB, the cornerback mechanics are more dynamic and reactionary instead of paper, rock, scissors concept. Understood. Because of our branching technology, defenders can start a press in one direction but see that the receiver is moving the other way and can quickly branch within a rating-based timing window to counter. Makes sense. These mechanics are done by holding X on the PlayStation 5 and moving the left stick in the direction you want to force the receiver. We finely tuned the data or the delta between a defensive back's press rating when working against the receiver's release rating so that one-on-one matchups play more true to life. Thank you to the player's skills. Attempting to jam with a low-rated receiver with a high-rated defensive back will result in the receiver being stonewalled more often than not. Previously, the counter mechanic against the press focused more on hard countering the defender, but now we've upgraded the counter press mechanic to be more free-flowing and reactive. You'll be able to use R2 and the left stick to attempt to counter any press moves by a defensive back. Receivers with a higher release rating will have much more success in beating the press. Defensive evade. Evade moves give defenders another tool that helps them get around blockers in the open field, creating parity with ball carriers. Defenders can flick the right stick left or right to sidestep or avoid oncoming blockers, or block incoming interactions that are in the pursuit path to the ball carrier. If you hold R2 and flick the right stick left or right, you'll cover more ground in your sidestep. This mechanic gives you the control to anticipate an incoming blocker and avoid him altogether, if timed right, rather than waiting to get engaged and then having to shed the block to attempt to tackle. We hope you enjoyed reading about all the great moments Fieldsense will deliver in the year. Be sure to check out the foundational Gridiron notes to learn how we're delivering more balanced gameplay experience to Madden NFL 23. Don't forget at all the new NFL note released today, which was the pre-order date, and the welcoming and the closed beta details, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. I mean, guys, like, honestly, I say this every single year. I'm proven wrong every single year, but then it's like, it just sounds so good. It just sounds so good. Like, I don't know, I really don't know what else to tell you. It sounds like it could work. And this is me being hopeful. This is me being full of hope. So full of hope that it could actually work. And it could. It honestly, in my opinion, it could. For playing Madden for so long, I mean, I'm honestly waiting for the day that 2K could be like, we can make a simulated football game now. Like, but until that competition shows up and until I can actually compare the two, this is it. Like, what else do you want? This is it, but the way that this looks, this is honestly like a good look, and I'm looking at the time to make sure that I'm under 30 minutes here. But it is actually a good look, and I feel like this could actually work. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the trailer. Let me know what you guys think about the Fieldsense system, the new Fieldsense system that they're coming out with. What is your favorite part of the Fieldsense system? Is there anything that you think could go wrong with the Fieldsense system? Is there anything that you feel like could be done perfectly with the Fieldsense system? It's all up to you guys. Put it down in the comments. If you guys like this video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the Fourth Dimension Gaming channel, and don't forget to click that notification bell to stay updated on everything Fourth Dimension Gaming, and keep yourself one step closer to greatness. We try to stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. By the time that this is coming out, I believe I'm actually getting ready to stream around 9 o'clock at night, if I'm not sure. Yeah, 9 o'clock at night, we're supposed to be streaming Crash again, so you can go check that out while I'm being frustrated about all that stuff, okay? And yeah, I honestly don't know what else to say at this point. Follow me over on my handles so that way you stay updated on everything that we're doing, not just the YouTube stuff. And until the next time you guys show up on the Fourth Dimension Gaming channel, until next time you guys enter the Fourth Dimension, peace and God bless. God bless. Also, P.S. let me know if you guys want me to start doing these, because as long-winded as it was fun. I liked actually looking up this information. And now I know exactly what's going on. And when I start playing the game, I won't be dumbfounded like a deer in headlights. Alright? Like, so, yeah, let me know if you guys want me to do the whole analysis, in-depth look thing. Alright? The more information you guys have, the better. Other than that, peace and God bless. Deuces. For real this time. Deuces.